I'm a little embarrassed to show you my first attempt at biscuits in a very long time.
Now, Miss Stephanie, this is not so pitiful. I mean, you're being hard on yourself. It's just that the top is not smooth.
Right. Which
See,
I
think that's what happens. People don't understand that every part of this is a technique.
Right.
Not just this. So this is the technique that has to do with the part, and this has the technique to do with the inside. And
right.
look,
The inside's good,
fine.
right?
That's nice. I mean, yeah.
And I didn't measure or
no,
anything.
and well, your grandmother didn't measure, but we're going to.
Okay.
Although I'll show you that one day, but not today.
Okay.
Because it's all step by step. But see, these are burned on the bottom. Bless their hearts. Did you turn your pans?
I did on these other sad little biscuits I made.
Now your grandmother, this is what we're trying to do.
Yes, so I'm trying. My grandmother always made small, thin biscuits.
Right.
That were a little crispy, and we would put tomato slices and ham slices and all these delicious things in them.
Yeah.
So I rolled these out and I cut them with a wine glass because I did not have a biscuit cutter.
Right.
And I feel like these are closer.
They're closer. Now, you know, biscuits are like men. No two are alike, and not everybody likes the same kind.
Right.
So these are skinny biscuits, and there's nothing wrong with liking a skinny, crisp biscuit. So this is my biscuit bowl, and you'll see that I've kept some flour in it, which is what they used to do. They used to always just keep the flour in it overnight and cover it. These are going to be cream biscuits. This is white lily flour. Let me show you why we use a southern flour.
Oh, it's so soft.
Well, it's soft, but look. You see how that holds together? Can you see that?
Yes.
See?
Oh.
So that's why, because then the biscuit will hold together.
Right.
If you used a northern flour or a bread flour, then the bread flour wouldn't gather together like that because of the gluten content.
Right.
So
'Cause
fill
I'm
it
the
to
one
the
who
top,
doesn't know how to make.
and then cut off the excess.
Now, okay, I'm gonna make this, but okay, like that.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
You could use the back of your knife, and that may be a little skimpy because you see you have a couple of hollows in there.
All right. Well, I don't want to skimp.
Yeah, but
Is it okay if we do it over this?
Yeah, but we have yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or we can do it over that. But if we do it over this, then we may have more than we need.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's better.
And so, good. So then I'm going to just put this on our rolling out board.
Okay.
Now here I have these plastic sheets. We're going to put this over the edge here so you don't make a mess.
Oh, yes, I had to sweep a
Right?
lot last
You had
night.
to sweep a lot. Flour. Yeah. Okay. So here is a wide bowl. And the reason they had a wide bowl was so that the bigger the bowl, the less you work in it. If you get a small bowl, then you work like this, and you overwork
you
it.
have flour on your forehead.
That's all right.
Is that
Don't
okay?
worry about that. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so let's put this in here. You put it in there.
Okay. Yes, you're supposed to teach me. You know how to make biscuits.
Yeah, I know how. Okay, so your grandmother would just take your hand and make a little well.
Okay. Like that?
Nails flat down.
Oh,
like
flat.
That.
So you don't do a circle.
Yeah. No. So you see how that makes a well?
Yeah.
Or a hollow?
Yep.
That was also a help when your grandmother made biscuits because that's where she clumped the Crisco.
Right.
But this is twice as much white lily as heavy cream. So we had 1 cup in there, right? So we're just going to use half of this. Just use half of that.
And you're going to pour that in the well.
And you're going to pour that in the well.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
That's
Yeah, because this is a good practice amount. Why waste a whole thing of cream? And there's no butter, no Crisco in this. This is a starter biscuit, and it'll help you get the feel and the shaping down. So you see how it just sits in the well? That's because that flour clumps together. And so you couldn't, another kind of a flour wouldn't sit together.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so now you can take your hand or you can take a spoon.
I want to do it by hand because that's how my grandma made it.
Do your hand by hand. So get in there.
Okay,
and,
so just start with
you
the dry.
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay.
You can flour your hands if you'd like.
Okay.
Here. It makes it'll stick less.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, because sticky. I remember the first time I ever made them, it stuck all over.
Move quickly. She didn't dally around like that. She was in a hurry.
Yeah. She had to get her biscuits done.
Yeah. And then, don't try not to overwork any one area.
Right.
Okay. Good. That's a perfect thing.
Is it?
Yeah. So here, let's just move that all together.
Okay.
So that it's clumped. And then you can see, take the bowl and shake it.
All right,
Okay,
so
the big
fat
pieces
one. Right.
go to the top, so you can move those out of the way and then just work on getting this little area together. Okay? Good. So that's perfect.
Okay.
That's a perfect dough. So now,
That's as collected as it needs to be?
yeah.
It doesn't need to be a big ball?
Well, no. That's a mistake, because if you do a big ball, you've overworked it. Now, watch this. It's such a miracle. Okay, flatten that just a little. All right. Now, take this and fold it in half.
What, this?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a trick that we
Okay.
discovered. And then press it down flat.
Okay. And then what happens?
Ta-da!
So you get rid of all this extra that's dry?
We would, yeah. Normally we wouldn't have so much, but we had a little crisis there, so we're just ignoring it. Now let's take this and fold it over again.
Okay. So you're basically like kneading it without
You're
kneading it?
kneading it without kneading it,
Okay.
and without over kneading it, because you're just pressing everything a little.
Right.
And you're also making layers.
Right, and I see. So it
You
has the
see?
air.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the fat in here to make the air.
Well, the cream is fat.
Oh, yeah. I
Trust
guess
me.
so. Right.
Yeah, so I know. I have everything I used to have. It's just all lower. Now you take this and you fold it again.
Okay. All right, so yeah, my mother always made me paranoid about overworking. She's like, don't overwork the dough.
Yeah,
and so then it would make me nervous to
I know.
make it.
So we've done 3 of these. So
Okay.
that's what our little scraper is for.
So you don't touch it with your hot hands.
Hot little hands. Well, also the temptation of the devil is to pat biscuits, is to fondle them. We love fondling dough. There's something about dough that does that. So now we have to pat it out, and we have to decide with our ruler how thick we want it.
Okay.
So you wanted skinny biscuits.
Yes.
Okay. So did we measure those finished ones?
No, we didn't measure
Well, what do
them.
you think? They were about an inch? We've been lied to all of our lives about what an inch is. So it's here we are. So that's half an inch, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let's just see what half an inch does, because we can always bake more. Here are some biscuit cutters.
Okay.
And you want to dip those in this flour.
Okay.
Now you want to go straight down. I know your grandmother twisted, but we're not going to twist. Okay? Now look, you went over the edge slightly. That's all right. That's all right. And now let's see. We have to.
Does it have a little ejector
It
button?
is supposed to eject, but there we are.
Oh,
It
nice.
ejected.
Okay.
So you can see the layers.
It looks
I can
kinda
tell already it's too
Too
thick.
thick. Right, I
Yeah.
agree.
So let's do another one that's a little thinner.
Okay.
And see, now part of the thing was that we measured it down here, the wrong place.
Right.
So let's see how it is down here now.
I can't see that. It doesn't look like it's anything. Wait. It looks like a quarter inch.
Okay.
Or half an inch. I don't know. I'm not good with measurements.
No. Okay, so let's
Alright, so
put
this
this
is how I
down
cook.
again. Yeah.
All right.
That's how we all cook. Okay.
All right. So, this is a different biscuit cutter.
Yeah, just to see.
Okay. Okay. Fast. I did it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. No, what are you doing? Uh-ohing.
I feel like I'm
With
always on the
every-
verge
no,
of disaster
no,
with
no,
biscuit.
no,
Uh-oh,
no.
it's sticking.
Good. Oh, kill yourself. Go ahead and just take it off of there. Gosh.
The bottom's all messed up.
All right. It's going to smooth out on there, or nobody's going to look at the bottom. How many people grab a biscuit and look at the bottom, for goodness sake? Now, we are not going to put these together because we want the air to circulate around them, because we want a little crispy biscuit. So let's just put this gooey
Yes, butter is key.
butter on here. All right.
Yummy.
And then we'll put them in our pretty little bowl
Nice.
with, there they are. Now, do you want to try one? There's my 10-minute timer.
Right.
And we cooked them at 500 degrees, and we used twice as much self-rising flour, which includes baking powder, so you don't have to add it. Twice as much flour as cream, heavy cream. And then you can experiment from there with
okay,
yogurt.
that's kind of nuts how they taste. For these to just be flour and cream, and because we used all-purpose flour, or self-rising, it had a little bit of salt in it too already. All right,
Try this one, because that's what you liked.
Yeah,
Flat and crispy.
Yeah.
But this was the half-inch one. Is it this how thick you want
it was more this thickness right there.
Okay, so that's the 1/4 inch. So do we want to cut it in half?
That's good.
Don't ever aim a knife towards yourself. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yep.
That would be good for a mater.
Yeah, see, tomatoes and ham, all that stuff.
What do you think?
I think that's good.
There we are. A start.
A start.
Now, the next time we can do buttermilk.
The more advanced biscuit making.